Hey, everybody, this is Abraham coming to you from the Government Contractors Association with another Contracting Minutes episode here for you. So you see my Kansas City hat. I've got my Tom Brady shirt. Unfortunately, tonight I don't have my Patrick Mahomes jersey, but I'm going to go and hang out with my cousins tonight watching the kickoff of the NFL for 2023. Going to be hanging out with my cousins from Minnesota at my brother's house, and we're going to be watching the game. I want to share this episode and talk about this here because the last time I hung out with my cousins, he was thinking, hey, I'm thinking about starting a business. So if he's going to start a business, what type of business should he start? If I was going to give my cousin an advice of terms of what type of business he should start, especially starting a business that's going to fit into the government market, what type of business he should start. So that's what this episode is going to be about. What type of business should you start? Or should I start? Should anybody start? If you're new in the government market, what's the ideal type of business to start in the government contracting market? But first, let's talk about the NFL. Gonna enjoy the game tonight. It's gonna be the Detroit Lions against the Kansas City Chiefs. I actually have my fantasy team. I actually have Detroit as part of my team here. I don't have any player from the Kansas City Chiefs, but I'm still rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. So go Chief. So let's get back to government contracting. So if you're going to start a business, what type of business should you start? Leave some comments below in terms of if you're an entrepreneur and you're thinking about starting a business to go do government contracting work, what type of business do you want to start? So for me, if I was going to give my cousin some advice about starting a business for the government contracting market, this is what I would tell him. There's two types of options first. First, do you start a product-based business or do you start a service-based business? Number one, I will not start a service-based business. If I'm going to give advice to my cousin, I would say don't start a service-based business. Unless he is such an expert and so great at one service and one industry, maybe. But in general, I would not start a service-based business, and here's why. Number one reason why I would not start a service-based business is to start a service-based business, you have to have past performance. And as a business owner, and you're brand new, you have no references, you have no past history, you have no past performance. It's tougher to start a service-based business. That's the first reason. The second reason is this here. Service-based business requires that you learn how to really write proposals well. Almost every single service-based project requires you being an effective proposal writer, and you're starting off new, you're learning how to write proposals. That's not the best type of industry to start. So I would not start with a service-based business. So what I would do and recommend to my cousin is start with a product-based business. What do I mean by that? Well, the government buys virtually everything. They buy water bottles, they buy cameras, they buy cell phones, they buy furniture, they buy shirts, they buy all types of different promotional products. They buy cars, they buy uniforms, they buy jerseys, they buy electronics, they buy so many different things. The government is just another consumer. They buy everything out there. So I would start a product-based business. The reason is there's no past performance required for product-based business. Product-based business generally does not require you to write a lengthy, strong proposal. It just gives you a sheet and you fill in your price and that's it. Product-based business is so much superior if you're starting off as a business owner in the government market. Here's some other reasons why product-based business is so awesome to start off if you're considering a business in the government market. Let me give you this example here. Go to this website, ADS, Apple David Sam Inc., Inc.com, ADSinc.com. Their original name is called Atlantic Diving Supply. They started off as a diving equipment reseller in the government market. The father owned the business. He was selling a lot of diving equipment, scuba gears to the Navy. And so when the son retired from the military, the son said, hey, Dad, if we're selling diving equipment to the Navy already, we can sell other products to other agencies. So the father said, okay, they started selling tactical gears, helmets, different types of equipment, different types of products to the government. And so now the company grew. They do on average $3 billion a year as a company, and they don't manufacture anything. So how does that work? So if you're going to start a product-based business, you start off by finding manufacturers that have products that the government is looking for, especially manufacturers that have new inventions or new products that's hitting the market. They're a manufacturing company. They don't understand how to sell to government agencies. So you become a reseller, you become an agent, you become a partner to them, a distributor to them, and then you represent their products. Your business become the representative that sells their products to the government market. So you sign a a value-added resale agreement with them. You go get registered as a vendor to the government, whether it's at the federal level, state, county, city level, and then you go sell their products to the government. They give you a wholesale distributor price. You mark it up to retail price to government agencies, and that's how you do it. If you're going to think about starting a business, it depends. It depends on your background and so forth. Service industries are great. You actually make more money through service, but products is an easier type of business to start. So if I was going to talk to my cousin and he said, hey, what type of business should I start in the government market? I would say start a product-based business. Let me know what you think. If you're thinking about starting a business in the government market, what would you start? Would you start a service-based business or would you start a product-based business? Based upon my experience, I've trained over 14,000 companies. I've helped businesses win over $2 billion in government contracts. Based upon seeing all these different companies, all these different industries, and working with so many different clients in the past and members of the association, my suggestion is start a product-based business. Unless you already have a service, you already have a skill, then in that case, start a service-based business. If you're not sure, start a product-based business. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Contracting Minutes with the Government Contractor Association. I will see you in another episode, and go Chiefs. So by the time you see the episode, maybe the Chiefs will have won already. All right, take care, everybody. Have a good one.